G'day everyone, MasterAbbott here from CapsuleComputers.com.au. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running you through a gameplay from a cute little game called Heroes of Loot. As you can see here, we've got a bit of a story happening. Looks like we've got 4 heroes here sitting here. Are we ready to get going? Yes we are. We are here with the game called Heroes of Loot. Now, this game is very similar to a game which I'm not sure if anyone's played it, but if you're as old as I am, and it's pretty bad if I am, and that is called Gauntlet. A game called Gauntlet. Now, Gauntlet was a game that actually was released a long time ago in the arcades, and it was pretty much not much of a story, but more of a go inside dungeon and kill monsters, collect gold, collect loot, if you want to call it, and continue on, go as far as you can in the missions. In the dungeons, and that's it. So this is pretty much Heroes of Loot in a similar style format. So what you got is you got 4 different characters. You've got the Archer, the Warrior, the Wizard, and the Valkyrie, which is exactly the same as as I basically mentioned before. I'm going to go in quickly, not changing the options, but I'm going to turn the music off so I've got more time. You can hear me talk a bit more. So basically, as you can see, you've got of course sound effects, achievements, and score rankings and stuff like that. So that's pretty much that. We'll go through, and what I've done is I've gone through and started from the beginning of the game. Now, once you've played the game a few times, it remembers what you've done and how far into the difficulty of the dungeons you've gone. But and also has a cute little storyline, which basically, other games like Gauntlet, that have come and gone don't really have. So this one here has a quick little story, little stories that happen between dungeons. Now, and the thing is, if you do start again, you don't actually get the choice of seeing those stories again, unfortunately, which is sad, because there's no like reset switch when you're playing the game, which is something I would really love to see. Or if you start again, you should see those little stories, which you're going to see when we start playing the game. So as you can see here, I'll go through each character. So we'll start off with the elf. The elf has, as you can see here, they have different powers or abilities, if you want to call them that. So as you can see here, the elf has a fair amount of strength, which is nearly at full maximum. His magic ability is pretty good, and he gets experience at a higher level and down here is the dungeon difficulty. Once you go past a certain amount of dungeons and levels, the dungeon difficulty increases once you get to the maximum. Then once you get to the maximum, then you can try harder levels. So this one here, as I said, that's the elf. Then the warrior, as you can see, of course, the warrior is fully strength. He's got full strength. Magic, of course, not. And experience gains at a pretty average, above average level. The wizard, he looks like he's fully powerful, and he seems like he is, but you really got to be careful with the way he works. He's very good at playing, very good for startup characters, as well as the warrior. He's got everything powerful. He gains experience quick. His magic is very strong. The magic is good, but the problem is the magic doesn't last for too long. So it's very good, but then it's not that great. And yeah, anyway, so his strength is great too. Then there's the Valkyrie. His strength is not that good. She looks like when you play with the Valkyrie, she does seem like she's got a lot of strength behind her, but it does take a bit of time to kill things. And her magic and experience is great, so she levels up very fast. So what I'll do is we'll start off with the wizard. We'll start off with the warrior, because the warrior is actually one of the classic characters in the game. So when we start, you can see a little bit of a storyline. You've got to quickly read it, because that's one thing as well. The words come up really quick. So pretty much, this is the dungeon looting. Could be the easiest job ever. So it's really cool. They talk really funny. And so here, as you can see now, this is what it looks like. It looks pretty basic. Very basic. But it's very cool. So you got on the left-hand side, you've got the control pad. So you can see you can move around, left, right, up, down, collect coins. When you collect coins, you can see in the top right-hand corner, I picked up 2 coins. In the top right-hand corner, that's where the coins are. Then the top left-hand corner, that's how much experience I've gained and how much health I have. Money as well. I can press the pause, and that'll tell me what I've got in my inventory. I've got my axe, and that's pretty much it. Once I get stuff like keys to open up doors to pass the missions, or if you want to call them the dungeons, they appear in here as well. So on the other side, that pretty much has me shooting stuff, so throwing stuff. So basically it is exactly like as I've been mentioning before, Gauntlet, where you're shooting, and with games like this, you can get in close and kill people, but it's always best to, this one here has a focus on shooting and throwing stuff at monsters to kill them. So as you can see, I'm playing this flat at the moment, so moving the control with my hands is a little bit hard. So as you can see, so basically you can pick up loot off the ground, and that's pretty much what it says, loot, the point of the game. And so as you can see, you go through missions and dungeons which are all randomly generated, and that's pretty much it. So once, of course, you within the same style game as Gauntlet, there weren't any submissions, but this one here there are little quests as well. So once we get to them, I'll show you how they look, how they work as well. So each map is pretty small. It's not very big, and the way it does get increased in difficulty. So as you can see, the first monsters that we're killing here are like little skeletons. Same as if you want to call it in the same in the way other dungeon style crawler games, you start off with weaker ones, and that's pretty much it. So okay, so this is a section where I'm trying to get through, but I can't because I don't have a key, and it's telling me that you run into a door, but it's locked. So the way that works as well is that once you've gone through and cleared out nearly 3/4 or nearly all of the dungeon, which is recommended to do, you pick up a key and find a key. Once you find that key, then you can go in and then you can of course leave the level. And I just leveled up as well. So as you can see, I've picked up automatic leveling ability. Now what happens is when you level up, as you can see, I'm shooting those swords out, they increase in size. So that means they increase in size, meaning that they become more powerful, they cause more damage, and which is great. So therefore, there you go. I've just finished off this mission. I've just cleared out the stage. Pretty basic, simple, not complicated. And see on my back, if you look really closely, there's a key stuck on his back. And in the top right hand corner, I've got a key, meaning that with that key, now I can find the exit, which I found before, and go through it. And I lose that key, as you can see there. I don't have a key anymore, and I continue on. Now, that's how each mission works, or each dungeon works. Now that's it. That's the game. That's how it is. That's how it's always been, and especially these type of games, especially like the Gauntlet, which I'm always referring to because I think it's a great game, and it was one of my classic ones growing up. And it does, as I said, this works on the basics, and if you want to call it, of that style of gameplay with dungeon crawling, and that's it. But it makes it more fun and entertaining. Because as you see at the beginning, yes, there's not much going on, but there is story mode. There's like not a story mode, but there's little, at least there's like a bit of mission objectives, quests, which I'm going to show you. We're going to get to in a minute. But it makes it more fun because in the original Gauntlet there wasn't anything else apart from going through each dungeon, which we're doing right now. But that's it. There's not much. There wasn't much else to do. So at least now the characters are a bit more lovable. And the great thing about it is there's also a store that you can use to purchase stuff. So you're going to see now, I'm going to walk into a store and we'll see what they've got available for us to buy. So picking up all the stuff off the ground, as you can see, I'm picking up health. That also helps with my regeneration. A shop. With all this loot, we should be able to buy some great things. So that's awesome. These little things that come up. Hat. Huh? I could use a new hat. So that's a cool thing about it. That's what I really enjoy about this is that the developers have done a fantastic job, Orange Pixel, that they've made it more entertaining than it would be in a boring, old dungeon crawler with no storyline, no nothing. At least they've got the characters talking to one another in a funny sort of way, which is good. But as I was mentioned before, unfortunately, after you've done it once, they don't appear again. And that's a sad thing. So it would have been great if you did start a whole brand new mission that you would hear these things again. But sometimes, I could imagine that it could get a bit, boring again if you hear the crap same thing all over again. But honestly, I think it would be great because you're starting a brand new game, and that would be good. So anyway, we're in the store here, and here you can buy a wooden shield for 250. But unfortunately, we don't have enough money. As you can see in the top right hand corner, I've only got 118. So I can't buy it. Even though I'm going in there, I'm going to go, oh, no, don't have enough coins. So unfortunately, I can't do nothing here. And I can't talk to the guy because he won't be able to say anything. But I can come back in hopefully in the next mission or in the next level when I've got more money and, you know, buy something. So as you can see, I've just finished off another mission. I've got finished off another, what do you want to call it, map. And I've gone through. There's nothing else available here. When it starts off small, as you can see. And then it does get bigger, a little bit bigger and bigger. Now, as you can see, what I just did is I found a secret. You would have heard it quickly. It said, "Warrior found a secret." Sounds really cool. Sounds exactly like when the Gauntlet style games, when Warrior is about to die. So yeah, anyway, I've just found a secret. So inside the secret, pretty much what I found, it says, you can see very closely right now, is my warrior now has changed and he's got himself a hidden shield. Oh no, it just disappeared straight away. Didn't last very long. So it was like a cloak of invisibility. Fortunately, it didn't last. So now I've gone through and I'm in the next level. So this is the next map. Now this map is ghosts have now appeared. So we've got new monsters coming up, and I found lightning. Now as you can see, lightning appears, and as you can see in the top right, oh, that didn't last very long because the warrior he's not very good with magic. So when you do pick up stuff off the ground, some of the stuff is magic, of course. So when you do use it, it has a lasting ability. As you can see right now, top left hand corner, that there is my magic ability, which is, I believe in lightning at this moment in time. So with the lightning, if I use it on a monster or within the area of where the monsters are, as you can see, that causes lightning effect damage, and it's pretty powerful depending on who you are. And for the warrior, it's not the best, and it does run out very quickly. That's the thing you got to remember. So each one has a different power. Each character has a different ability, and for them, when they use it, it might not last too long. But when they do use it, it's very powerful. All right, so that's another one done. I can go into the shop and see what I can buy with 190, and see what's there. Okay, I can buy a lightning rune for 100. But the problem is with me and my magic ability, it's not going to do it. It's not going to do me too well. So I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to leave. All right, get out of here. Okay, so that's it. So that's the end of the third level, and I can get out because I've killed all the monsters. And now I'm on level dungeon 4. So each level will increase in difficulty, of course. And as you can see now, we've got imps, those little red guys that throw fireballs at us. So now, combined with ghosts, we've got the skeletons, we've got the imps. And as you can see as well, we've got a door here that looks with a question mark. So let's go in here. This will give us a little mission. Cool! A quest door. Great way to earn extra. Shh, the tax agency lives nearby. Pretty cool, very funny. So as you can see, this one here, now once we've done that, once you see that little cut scene, you'll never see it again, even if you play it 1,000 times. But anyway, going in through here, we'll introduce you to one of the, quest guys that give you stuff to do. When you do it, you've got to do it within a certain amount of time. So let's see what this guy has to say. Kill 55 imps, I will reward you with 440 coins. Now that is a lot of cash. So you've got a certain amount of time, and you can't sometimes do it within one dungeon. You've got to do it over a couple of dungeons, and you've got time that runs through all those dungeons until you do it or you fail. So let's go through and try. So I've got 1 minute and 45 seconds, as you can see on the screen, and that's how that will work. So basically what I'm going to try and do, you've got to try and get through and do it quickly. Don't die, unfortunately, of course. So killing everybody, you've got to kill everybody along with getting the money, of course, getting everything you can and not die. Get the mission completed. Alright, so I've completed this section. Now, of course, in the top right hand corner I've got imps killed. Not enough. I've got 46 more to go, as you can see in the top right hand corner. So doing that, I've got to run off, go to the next dungeon, which is dungeon 5. Little cutscene, which is great. Thank you for your hard work. The dungeon is growing. We are attracting new monsters. Cool. Keep it up. Our difficulty rating will improve. Huh? Say what now? So that's really cool. So I've upgraded the dungeon. We've gone through the next level of the dungeon power, which is the greatest thing as well. So once you pass more levels, of course, you're going to get more. There's going to be more dungeons, power abilities, monsters getting powerful. There's also a great thing about it is if I can make it further enough, you get to see special monsters like bigger monsters and more scary and deadlier monsters. Now, I've got 40 more imps to kill, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I've got 44 seconds left, and I'm talking a lot, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to try my best. Okay, so I've killed all the monsters in this section. I'm going to get out of here and see if I can go to the next one. Get out of here, go down this one. Okay, so I found a lightning thing. Can't seem like I'm going to be able to finish this one. Killing 44 of these guys in one go in a minute 15 was probably not enough time. The money would have been fantastic, but it's not going to look like it's not going to work. So once it fails,
Warrior found the secret.
that's what I wanted to show you as well. At least I found a secret, which is great. All right, so I failed, but I got myself a nice, cool cloak. Quest failed, unfortunately. So let's find. There's always going to be many quests. So, job as reward. Bats. Don't wake them. Alright, cool. So now we've got more, but now we've got other characters or other monsters that join into the fun, which is now we've got imps, ghosts, skeletons, and now bats. So we continue on. So the good thing about it is that cloak that I had basically was hiding me from the monsters, so the monsters couldn't see me, which was a good thing, but it doesn't last forever. So as you can see, we've got another quest section. We'll go jump in there. Now let's see what this guy has to offer. Save 8 hapless peeps and we'll reward you with a wood shield. Now the hapless peeps are the guys that are stuck in cages. I don't believe we've seen them yet, but I believe they're in the next map, and we'll get to them in a minute. So the good thing about it is now I've got to try and finish off this map as quickly as possible, because I've got a minute and 27 seconds to go, and that is the end of the map. Jumping out, now jumping in, here we are, cutscene. Hi, can you guys help me? Sure, what's the problem? I'm in a cage. Oh, okay. Do you have a key? Sigh. So, pretty funny. So there's one guy, we've just saved him. Once we save him, he gives us a bit of money. So we've got to try and do 8 guys within whatever mission in one section of or one dungeon, or maybe over a couple of dungeons. As you can see, it gets a bit crazy now. I don't want to die. It can get very crazy. As you can see, I remember in the original Gauntlet, those lobbers, those purple guys are the lobbers. They run away from you but throw stuff at you to kill you at the same time. Now I don't want to die, but we've also got other imps that look pretty scary. That's the orange ones that are throwing fireballs at us. The purple ones are the ones that are that I remember are called the lobbers. They throw stuff at you but then run away at the same time because they're scared. So 32 seconds and I've got 7 guys to kill. Looks like I'm just unfortunate. I'm very unlucky trying to get quests done in this gameplay walkthrough for you guys. So looks like I'm probably not going to make it again. Doing the best I can, but I'm going to fail once more very miserably. Fingers crossed I'll be able to do a few more missions with you guys so you can see a bit more. As you can see, I've leveled up, and now when I'm shooting, my axe is really, really powerful. So I failed now. I've got 2 seconds left and I just couldn't make it. I couldn't save those people. There's another one right there. Just didn't make it in time. Saved the lost soul at least. So I got an achievement for that. So as you can see, now I've picked up magic, and I've picked up, well, I'm not picked up, but I've powered up my axe, and I've also picked up once again lightning. Alright, so as you can see now, when I shoot, my axe is really, really powerful. So if I go into the pause menu, I've got potion, key, and an axe. So I can use a potion as well if I want to get my energy back and stuff like that. So if I'm going to die, I'm going to quickly pause it, run in, press it, and it will allow me to get my energy back, as you can see in the top right hand corner. So let's continue on. Alright, so now we're on Dungeon 9. The dungeons do increase in difficulty, as you can see. It gets more hectic. Now, up against that wall, there's a trap. So I've got to make sure that I don't jump in or don't get hit into that trap, because if I get into that trap I can die pretty, not very instantly, not instantly, sorry, but very close. I could lose a lot of health. So I'll be careful with the way I walk through them. The dungeons are set up in a particular way where it's like trapped, so I don't want to kill myself. But I don't, you know, I've got to make sure sometimes if I'm doing a quest, which as you can see right now, picked up a lightning thing, kill those guys. There's a lot more guys in cages in this level. So here's another quest section. See what this guy has to give me this time. Kill 35. I'll reward you with a health potion. This one seems very reasonable. We've got 2 minutes and 34 seconds. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to do this one. So I think, in my opinion, this one could be an easy one to do. So as you can see, top left-hand corner, I've got 31 showing, as you can see. So I believe that I could make this one if I don't run out of time. Got to try and do this really quickly. Fingers crossed this time. Okay, finished off the mission. And I've got 25 people that I've just killed. So now I've got to quickly run back to the next mission. And yes, did it without getting killed. Alright. Now, is there any hidden? Sometimes there's hidden stuff, but no hidden stuff. Alright, let's go. Alright, the lobbers are throwing stuff at me, as per usual. Don't want to die though. See, when I get hit, it goes ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. Alright, I've got 15 more guys to kill in 1 minute and 1 minute and 40 seconds. I believe this time finally I'm going to get myself something good. Here we are, nearly done. And quest has been completed, I believe. One more, done, yes, done. So now I've got myself, I think he was going to give me a wooden shield. No, it was a potion. So I picked up a potion. So, jumping back in, got a potion. Well, I already have a potion. But anyway, that was a quest completed. So that's one good thing about the game, is that you get little submissions and you can do them. If you fail, you just move on. Not going to hurt, it's not the end of the world. So that was done, I finished that. So I can jump off and found another secret, which is great. So I've got myself an invisible shield again, as you can see right now, and jump through. Now the shield do come in handy, like, oh, here we are, first boss. Ah, he looks cute. Run. So that guy was a, if you want to call it, that guy's a Cyclops, I believe, if I remember correctly. Anyway, so now I'm here fighting these guys, and now because I've got the shield, I've got that invisible shield, they can't see me. That's the great thing about it. So if I'm very careful and don't hit them, sometimes the shield lasts for a very, very long time. So I'm going to try and see if I can get. So that. Trying to kill him. There you go. I killed a Cyclops. It was a Cyclops. So that was cool. So the Cyclops, he was trying to kill me. I think he was powerful enough, if you want to call him like a mini boss. He was strong enough to kill me, or to see me, to spot me. But the other guys weren't. So anyway, I've done what I've done, and I've killed that guy, and I killed him again. So as you can see, when you pass through more levels and pass through more dungeons, you're going to get more bigger enemies, if you want to call them, more entertaining enemies, if you think of it, because sometimes the guys get a bit boring, the same guys. So of course there's going to be other ones. There's going to be Cyclops. There's going to be Minotaurs from what I've seen, and other enemies that are pretty scary looking. So that one's done. That's another mission out of the way, another dungeon out of the way. And we go on to the next one, which is on Dungeon 12 now. As I was basically explaining, it's going to get much more deadlier, it's going to get much more harder. Everything that happens, and it gets more hectic. Okay, so you've got to just be very careful. Don't rush in. Sometimes, do it carefully. Move back and forth. Move back and forth. Don't get stuck. Don't run into many things. Don't try and be a hero, even though they are heroes and they want to try and get as much loot as possible because they want to get money. You just got to be very careful the way you do stuff. So it's just all about timing, playing it right, hitting the right, killing the monsters, jumping out of the way, dodging, and doing all that stuff. So okay, so that's another one there. Let's jump in and do the quest. Now this quest, what's it going to be? Collect 7 chests for a health potion. This one's simple, and you only got a minute to do them. So, but the problem is, I've done this section. I've got to get out of here now. Got the key. So let's do it on this new mission. So the new mission, 7 chests. I got 6 already, as you can see in the top right hand corner. At least it tells you, it gives you an update of what's going on. I just got hit by a spike just then. I lost a bit of energy. And got hit again. As you can see, now you know the difference, now the power of how strong those spikes are. I got five more to go. Now on the ground there's also spears now, so you got to try and break those spears, because those spears are like what do you want to call them? Traps. Now I'm gonna be very careful not to die here. Alright, so I got 3 more to go, and I've killed all the monsters in this map. So if I wanted to I could leave, but I got 2 more to go and I got 28 seconds left. Can I do it? With my luck lately, no. But yes, I am. 2 more. There you go. Quest done. So I got myself a health potion and picked up some magic along the way. So and the shop's also there. Now I got $789. So with that, now I should be able to find or buy myself something cool, if there is something cool. Buy experience scrolls for 200 experience. 200 gold. Well, yeah, 200 gold gives me experience. All right. So why not? Go in. There you go. Just leveled up. That's great. So that cost me 200, but I picked up experience. Now I'm more powerful with my sword. Gives me more damage, as you guys have been seeing. And that is it. So let's jump through and collect one more. Go through and maybe fight one more battle. So that is honestly this is pretty much the game in a nutshell. Of course, each character has their own powerful abilities. Of course, with the warrior, he's much more stronger. He can take a lot more damage. But as you can see, I'm getting smashed. So be careful the way you do stuff. You know, monsters. The great thing about it is monsters don't regenerate. Like in the original Gauntlet, there are special, you know, regeneration sections where monsters come out from. There aren't any in this one, which is once you do the mission, you can carefully do it, carefully. So like, you know, you go out, make them come to you, run back, do it, you know, do it carefully, come back, do it, you know, back and forth, don't get hit. You can do it really, you know, you can do it really smart. So if you run in like a hero, yes, sooner or later you're gonna die and you're gonna feel the pain. But if you do it carefully, there is no stopping how far you can go into the game. So that's that. I can leave if I wanted to, but we can go through and do one more side quest, and see what they can give you. So now I've been running around and showing you the game for nearly half an hour. Kill 60 bats, and I'll reward me with a dungeon key. As you can see, the missions are very, very generic. The quests are very, very generic. So you know that you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if there's ever going to be a dungeon. What do you call it? A bat in a specific dungeon. But what I just did there, I just went into a secret location and get out of here. All right, here comes a sub quest, sub story. These dungeons are cold. Yeah, but watch out for fire. In here, it's a dangerous thing. Ah! And they run away. So this one here introduces a new boss, like a new enemy, which is the fire enemy. So including with all the other bosses and all the other monsters and all the other scary things that are out there, like the Cyclops there that we can just see right now, is now the introduction of the fire enemy. So the more we go into the game, the more monsters, the more scary stuff appear. Here is a bat, so we can kill some bats. Probably won't be able to make it. We've got 2 minutes left, but maybe we might be able to kill some bats and do it all. But that is honestly the game in a nutshell. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff happening. It starts off slow, as you know. Missions are very easy. Quests are not too hard. Once you've completed, then you just continue on to the next dungeon. Keep on going. Play it smart. Increase your character powers. And just keep on playing. That is it. So if you do get bored halfway through, like I said, this is a great pick up and play game, because once you finish, and this you're not going to see the example here, but once you finish a mission, or once you finish a section of playing, if you want, you can just quickly pause and give up. Like if you don't want to play anymore, you can quit. Right? So you can see at the moment I've got a quest going and everything like that, and you can see I've got energy and I've got my experience and all that sort of stuff and how much money I've got. I can quit. And as you can see in the bottom, my dungeon difficulty has increased from what you saw, from 0 up to 4. I can do one more depending on how far I go. Once it gets difficulty, and once the difficulty challenge goes up, it goes up, and that's it. So now, if I wanted to, I can continue on from there. As you can see here, continue saved game. Yes, go yes, and it will take me straight back to where I was before, and I can start doing it again. So the good thing about it is, if because I've already started, I didn't finish that map. I got to start from that beginning again. But that's okay. That's basically how it works. So as you can see, that's how it'll always be. So if you want, you can always quit, come back, start again, and continue from that dungeon that you're on. So if you have to leave or do something, you can always do that too. So as you can see, that is the game. That is Heroes of Loot in a real big nutshell, and I'm just very addicted to playing it. So what I'll do is once again jump out, get it quit, go to the main menu, and that will be the end of our game walkthrough for Heroes of Loot. Now the game is available on the Apple iTunes Store. I'm playing it on the iPad, and you can also play it on the iOS iPhone. It's $1.99, and as I said, it's available right now. So if you have any questions or queries, please leave them at the bottom of this YouTube channel, which is Capsule Computers TV, and also check us out at capsulecomputers.com. Thanks for watching. MasterAbbott signing out.